Hello my friends and welcome back. It is episode 3. I think I'm going to avoid the Haven missions in the early game. They're just a little too... or they're going to be a little bit too difficult based on the Jericho one. The Third Mist excerpt... is that spelled correctly? From the Oceanic Delirium Site for Social Impact Assessment. We're ready to share our preliminary findings on the new pandavirus outbreak. The mist is an extremely unusual phenomenon. It's in fact a highly complex aerosol, capable of moving with deliberation and transporting viral DNA and other microbes. It is our belief that the vast waves of mist that help cause the destruction of civilization were generated underwater by gigantic mutated structures. Each wave, including the current one, referred to as by the population as the Third Mist, has slightly different properties. See reports of a variety of afflictions, some by individuals who have travelled or reside in areas covered by the mist: tiredness, lack of energy, brain fog, anguish, sometimes hallucinations. So far we can conclude the following. Symptoms never fully disappear, but are negligible when subjects are fully rested or progressively become worse as they exert themselves. Symptoms become worse if subject stays or returns to locations where mist is present. Term this condition Oceanic Delirium on the account of subjects complaining of nightmares or crazy dreams with similar themes of monstrous degeneration and smothering. Operatives can now be afflicted with delirium status up to a third of their willpower. That sounds like fun. Okay, that's the first new Jericho mission, which is also a nightmare. It is a potentially cheesable mission. But I don't know if this mod will allow you to cheese it, or like... you could basically stealth enemies from the corner of the map, and the way that that fort is built, the enemies in the base will then like get stuck in the corner and you can throw a grenade over the top and bleed them to death. That's a way of actually cheesing that mission, but I don't know if it's possible. Let's just play it. If I die, I'll reload, but let's just play it and see if it can be cheesed. We're playing on the hardest difficulty, you might as well. See if we can cheese it. It's critical that you don't get detected early, though.
Sprinting.
Standing by. Relocating.
So basically what you do is you get to this corner.
Born again anarchist.
Enemy spotted from there. Okay. You get in this corner basically and you have two guys here and two guys here. And you shoot them as they come from here and from here, and sometimes they get caught in here, and if a couple of them get caught in there, you can throw a grenade over the top.
Ready.
Ready? Ish. I need to recover.
What's our plan?
Great. Foliage. Can't see. Guess I'm just taking the AI special. I'm not quite in the correct position for cheesing here, but whatever. Maybe he just bleeds to death, that would be nice. Do you have a shot from here? No. But you have one from here.
I couldn't connect the shot.
Wow. That was bad.
That didn't work.
Let's do this.
Now I've got a character mind controlled in a very bad position.
Heading out.
Oh, his willpower broke, so she's not mind controlled anymore.
Receiving loud and clear.
But still, missing the sniper round is really bad because now he's still alive.
Ready for action.
Not for long because he's bleeding, but still.
Here we go. My turn.
Okay, there's that guy running for the exit. Kind of funny that he would run for the exit. Will he retaliate from there?
I'm listening. Receiving loud and clear.
I'm ready. Taking action.
It's kind of annoying because like Overwatch affects you way more than it affects them.
Channel open.
Targeting.
Oh, it does. I'm not going to shoot now because my arm's busted. Did I not get his arm there?
Ready for action.
Enemy down. I think.
If I get a bulldog out of this, it'll be worth it. It's a great weapon.
Out of my property.
It's like, what do you do about... This is another thing about this game that was really annoying, was like, your hit points are almost meaningless, because if you lose your arm, that's it. your character can't fight anymore. And it happens all the time.
Receiving loud and clear. I'm ready.
Confirming target.
Look at that. That is so sad. So without the sniper rifle now, I can't project power like I wanted to.
Born again anarchist. You're gonna get it now. Like that. Out of my property. Suck it.
This guy needs to die, and I need to be around this corner.
You like that?
Repositioning.
The literal disarming of enemies is just kind of a bit silly. Oh.
Ready for action.
And then of course there's like, you know, only being able to use medkits during battle.
Ready.
So you want to heal during battle before the mission ends. Which, you know, is weird. You're supposed to tend to your injuries, you know, after the battle, not during it.
Keep it together.
Well,
already.
maybe during it too, but not exclusively.
I just need to catch my breath.
Standing by.
Look at that armor. It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it?
Targeting. Ready to fire.
He didn't drop anything.
You're gonna get it now. And that's how you do it.
Ah, yes, the old auto counterfire as well.
Ready.
Ah, the only person with a med kit
I'm ready.
No choice but to keep going.
I'm listening.
is my heavy.
I'm here. On it. Oh!
Okay, his arm's disabled, so he can't do anything. Okay.
Confirming target. Enemy down.
Probably could have done with healing before ending that mission, but whatever. It's why the regen torso is like the best thing in the game, because it regens your arms, and
I had always
your arms are
assumed the
always
Phoenix
really weak.
project would return one day.
Okay, we saw this last time.
That is why I did not intervene. We could.
Lots of materials, but very little tech remaining. And of course, these guys have had their stamina zeroed again, so I have to return to base. Wow, armor shred or armor break has gotten nerfed pretty hard. Yeah, so there comes a point when adding strength doesn't help, because it doesn't seemingly increase the HP of your arms that much. So once you get past the point of, you know, characters dying instantly, you're kind of stuck at the point where a couple of chip shots take out your arm and then you can't fight anymore. All of this stuff is early game concerns, because, you know, in the late game, you will enjoy the benefit of extreme action economy. Okay, I have to go back to base again to fix the stamina issue.
Research complete.
Okay, that's easy tech for very little research input. Excuse me. Alright, we're back at base. I don't like spending too much time at base, but this sort of stamina killing thing in this mod for getting injuries basically forces you back to base. Or, you know, if you're playing this, you're probably just going to play in the beginning of the game, you know, do every mission perfectly, play it over and over and over until you get it right, to avoid any of these early trips back to base, because you need to be doing stuff at all times. The enemy is only getting stronger. Okay, that'll do. To be fair, the recovery's been pretty quick. The Chaos Marketplace. I never got the Chaos DLC, but my version of Phoenix Point was upgraded to the Complete Edition, which features it, so... It all costs materials, which is what I have. Obliterator. Damage 1, Shred 1, Burst 8. That's 2 more than standard. Effective range 25. Don't like Chaos weapons have this thing where they blow up. This savage fire belongs to a group of secular skeptics that tore away from the religious teachings of the Anu cult at an early stage in its development, disgusted by its dogmatism. They went to found their own secret warrior societies, and make heavy use of hallucinogenic drugs to induce terrifying frenzies on the battlefield. An ex-Sanhedrin wetwork specialist whose unorthodox theoretical and political convictions led them to voluntarily abandoning their commune haven. Radical freedom must also include the freedom to leave. Do they come with any gear though? Can't tell anything about the character. At all, not even their level. Look, here we go, you can see this straight away. The bought character, who is only level 1, has 30 more hit points than the characters you start the game with. In fact, I've upgraded all of these by at least 1 strength, so it's actually 40 more hit points. And you'll also note that the starting characters have got 2 willpower less as well. And seemingly less speed too. So the characters you start the game with actually just suck enormously. Okay. Well, your rifle sucks. But what about your gear? Speed +1, accuracy +3. +20 armor, speed +1, accuracy +3. I think that's just straight up better, isn't it? Yep. Okay, that's not bad. 31,625. Okay, the range is the problem. Alright, I'll leave it at that. Can't be fussy about gear at the moment. I completed that, you know, normally when you complete that mission, you get at least a couple of bulldogs, but I didn't get anything really. At least I don't think I did. The only thing I picked up is that friggin' stupid handgun. Scavengers. I don't know how easy that'll be to deal with.
Research complete.
Sanhedrin was
that gives
built
us some tech.
on a dream. A world without hierarchies, without leaders, where human beings could embrace the potential of technology without its destructive side effects. The radicals of the old world had been proven right. The status quo could not sustain itself. But what now? What was the next step? Some argued for coexistence with the Pandoran ecosystem, hoping for a peaceful solution. Others advocated putting humanity before nature and claiming the planet for themselves. Trusting in the safety of their havens, the people of Sanhedrin argued about the best way forward. But the Pandora virus had little interest in their arguments, and its power was still growing.
All right, that's easy tech. We can also do the new Jericho research to get some easy materials. We do want to add another science facility with some urgency. It's a bit on the expensive side, though. I know that there's some argument, like, to not make food production facilities, but you do need at least one to unlock turning Pandorans into food. And it does help if you get some very early or immediately. They will slowly pay for themselves. Sort of building them in the mid-game is probably too late for them to pay out. But the other nice thing is that you don't have to worry about your food running out. You can just spend it. There's some mental safety there. Ugh. That was unhelpful. Australia! Fuck yeah! Manticore 1 has landed at the abandoned haven of Camp Ananoria. Looks like the place was evacuated in an orderly fashion. The haven's fields are covered in immense jelly-like growths that seem to feed on small insects. Study the growths. Organisms appear to attract insects by extruding a translucent nectar-like substance. When the insects land on them, they get stuck and are slowly absorbed into the gelatinous material. DNA analysis suggests they share no phenotypical characteristics with flowers. These jelly-like growths are ultimately just highly modified earth plants. Okay. I like how, you know, the game is like plus 75 research. Okay, what does that mean? Research is measured in time. Right? Time times labs. So, 10 hours, or if you've got 2 labs, 5 hours. So what does 75 mean? 75 hours, maybe? But then this should finish instantly. Should it not?
Research complete.
New Jericho was one man's vision, and everything depended on that one man. Before the war, Tobias West had been a billionaire, an elusive, controversial businessman who denounced war even as he profited from it. When the world fell, his empire began to rise. Some said he was a genius, a man of principle, dedicated to equality and merit, fighting to preserve the core of human freedom, our will. They said he had a plan, that he could lead us to victory. Others called him a dictator, a megalomaniac, fearful of infection and obsessed with purity. They said he was willing to do anything to win, no matter the cost. The Phoenix Project needed allies. New Jericho could help us turn the tide, but it all depended on one man.
One man. With a plan. Guess I need to grab trade protocols at some point. Let's shove that back on. Let's go after the stuff that gives resources early. Alright, to scavenge. At long last. Now, normally, in the base game, I wouldn't have even recommended doing these because they advance. The more missions you do, the more it advances the Pandorans, basically. So you want to avoid doing missions early. But I am kind of starved for resources, so I'm not above doing one scavenging mission. I think in both my campaigns I've done like one, maybe two scavenging missions for the whole campaign, and then that's it. Then it's just been Pandoran citadels or whatever. I know that the meta was always... People said that the meta was always to just steal aircraft from factions and go from there. But I've never done that. I've always gone down the route of getting stun weapons as soon as possible and neuralizing Pandorans and then converting them into food or mutagens and then selling the food to buy everything else. Either way, we are out of time, but we will definitely do this mission. It's only... Oh, it's just day 3 now. Hopefully, the enemies haven't evolved too much. In an ideal world, you'd want to get your scavenging mission actually on the literal first day, which we haven't. And I still need to do the Sanhedrin first mission as well. Having 5 guys definitely helps, but we'll definitely want some more levels before we consider it. Often in the early game as well, I haven't really spoken about this, but often I would suggest that one of the first things you do is cross-class into Sniper and just run all sniper rifles early on. Because you just don't have the skills and the gear to make effective use of other weapons. Because the sniper rifle is just really powerful and really accurate, so you can just pick off a couple of enemies per turn without too much trouble. I'm not seeing how... Like, dash seems to be missing. Quick aim has been nerfed, and dash seems to be gone entirely. The only reason to play assault was to get dash. So I'm not really sure what the point of the assault class is anymore. As assault was always a weak class, except that that dash was really good. So that's something to consider. Okay, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.